like to know what hole that is.
What up, people? Welcome back to For the Win here on Sandman Sports Picks, I should say. Almost screwed that up. Yeah, it's back. We're back. It's Pratty Sandhu, joined by Paulie Fraser, and we're here for the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines. This used to be the unofficial start to the PGA Tour season, Paul. A certain Tiger Woods would show up here, right, and basically dominate.
Eldrick's premier to the PGA Tour was Torrey Pines, and when Eldrick usually showed up, 9 times out of 10, he won. It was one of the courses that, Torrey Pines is an awesome course. Even in the game, it was depending on the weather conditions, the time of day, she was a beauty or she was a beast.
Yeah, exactly, man. She was it's like not the biggest fairways, long course, thick rough. You got to hit the ball pretty high into these greens. So it is what it is. It's a beast. It's hosted, I believe, 2 U.S. Opens in 2008 and 2021. Won by your guy, Tiger Woods, and Jon Rahm in 2021. Okay, let's get into the selections for this week's tournament. Really weak field. I mean, just not what it used to be back in the old days. But, we're going to throw out 5 selections, Paul. Let's kick it off with the first selection. We're going with Double K, Kurt Kitayama. He is a California boy, and he does hit the ball pretty far. He's a little on stature, but he's got a lot of pop in the bat, and he's been playing okay to start to the season. Top 30s, top 40s, but I like this number for him in this field, 45-1. So the first selection will be Kurt Kitayama, and the second selection for this week's tournament, I'm going with Austin Eckroat. He's won a couple of times in the last year. Just kind of an unheralded name. Another young gun. He doesn't get the spotlight a lot of the other guys do. But like I said, he's won. I think he won his silly season, and he won last year, I believe, at was it the old Honda, or I'm not sure, but he did win a regular event. So he's pretty heralded, and I like his chances in this weak field. And at 80-1, I'm taking it all day. Let's get into the third pick. I'm going to go into the each way markets here, and I'm going back to Doug Ghim, the Ghim Reaper. He did okay for us at Sony Open, but I'm just going back to the well here. Another California guy. Yeah, Doug Ghim. He's a Cali native. He plays well in the grasses out here in the California coast, and he's just sneaky good. Doug Ghim hasn't won on the tour yet, and I'm getting 8 places for him, which I like. So hopefully he can finish in the top 8 if he doesn't win this thing.
Yeah.
And for selection, another unheralded dude, Paul. Sam Stevens has not won on the tour. Not the longest hitter, but he's pretty consistent. Good putter, good chipper, and a 90-1. Getting 8 places with this guy, I like it. He shows up, and when he shows up, he contends. I think at the John Deere, he had a chance to win last year.
Yeah,
didn't get it done. And the fifth selection, we're going to go with Taylor Moore. He's won on the tour. And we're getting 90 to 1, 80 places, 8 places. I wish 80 places, 8 places. Same thing with we got with Sam Stevens, and plays well on the West Coast. Fairly long hitter. Just another unheralded guy, right? Not a big name. Just kind of a, I guess, you know, you could call him not really a journeyman, but not the guy that really people are talking about to win this tournament. Under the radar. That's kind of the theme for the selections this week. Going under the radar for all the selections. Kurt Kitayama, Austin Eckroat, the Game Reaper, Doug Gim, and Sam Stevens and Taylor Moore. So that pretty much does it for the 5 selections. Last week,
I'm guessing
Will
that the guys.
Zalatoris.
I'm
Pardon
guessing
me?
that the guys you're picking. I'm guessing the guys you're picking on Tory aren't your normal everyday long bombers. They're more accurate players, especially with like their drivers, their woods. They may not hit it far, yet they're accurate. And at
Right.
Tory, you have, if your ball's not on the
Right.
proper part of the fairway, you know, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and I try to find guys that are good putting on Poana because it's kind of bumpy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like the same thing they have at Pebble Beach on the
Yeah.
West Coast. It's a lot of that bumpy grass, especially later in the day. So I look for those guys. But recapping last week, Will Zalatoris was a top guy. I think he finished top 15. He had a little bit of upside chance on Saturday and Sunday, just couldn't get it done. But on the DP World Tour, we had Ewan Ferguson leading after 2 rounds. I was offered a cash out and I didn't take it. And let's just say he backed up on the weekend. Yeah, he backed up on Saturday and Sunday, shot 75, 74. And he didn't even finish in the top 10, which is really, so had I taken the placings with him, he wouldn't have come through. But still, it was nice to have someone up the top of the leaderboard there. Hopefully we can have someone at the end of the 4th round instead of the 2nd round or the 1st or the 3rd. And that pretty much does it for this week's episode. What's that, Paul?
That's usually the plan. Having all you guys leading on the
That's
first
usually
and
the plan,
second
but
round. It's fine if they don't make the cut and they, you know, basically go in when it's important. Yeah, you know, leading after the first round, that's great.
Yeah.
I want them leading and winning after the
100%.
4th round.
That's exactly it, Paul. I mean, you could be losing the tournament for 71 holes. You only got to be leading for 1, right?
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, and that pretty much does it for today's show. And we're gonna catch everyone next time on For the Win. Later, everyone.
Peace out.